on some space, run a lot of screens to him, and see if he can get his legs to do the rest.
Schmotke with a short kick. It's going to be taken by Turrentine at the 6 between the hash marks. Goes to the sidelines, got the 25, has the 30, and he'll dive out to about the 34-yard line. So there you see the speed of Turrentine. Didn't seem like a lot of effort, but he definitely moved the ball up the field. It'll be first down and 10 Tigers at the 34-yard line here to open the first drive of the game.
Tigers sophomore quarterback number 12, Levi Moore, 293 yards passing this season. A couple touchdowns, a couple interceptions. He can run pretty well, though. So he started to open up a little bit more on the ground that last game against Baylor, and he had some success. So when the play breaks down, he will not hesitate to try to pick up some yardage with his legs. But they're going to throw the ball a lot, John, a lot more than a traditional Ensworth team. They won't run the ball as much as you think they would.
He drops to throw on first down, throws a fade route for the sideline, pass is incomplete. Nas Cook got his hands on it, knocked it down, incomplete though. That's going to be a second down and 10. He almost made a great play there.
Page, but Nas Cook and his speed able to run straight. Cook actually got the ball first and almost hauled that one in for an interception, but great job by Nas to break up that first pass of the ball game. And as you see, Ensworth already trying to hit that big play, and they're coming out, airing it out early.
4 receiver set, second and 10, handoff inside to Ingram. Ingram tries to bounce it outside. Schmotke misses a tackle. They miss another one. They're going to drag him down. Thank goodness Coleman Roddy with the stop. Right at midfielder, that could have been the first points of the game.
And this is the biggest area of concern tonight is what his linebackers can do for NBA. Right now, NBA secondary are the second, third, fourth, and fifth leading tacklers on this team. They've got to shore up that front seven and stop these early runs.
It's going to be a quarterback keeper now. Moore has got some room, dives across the 40-yard line into Big Red territory. It'll be a first and 10 again for the Tigers. They have started very hot here tonight on offense.
Cole Allen on the tackle. It'll be a first down. Ensworth Tigers.
To get that ground game going early, but they've had 2 back-to-back first down runs. And that time you got to see what Levi Moore can do with his legs, and he's a strong athlete. He needs to pick up that first down.
First and 10 at the NBA 39, actually. Moore out of the gun. 3 receiver set. Hands off to Ingram. Ingram picks his way forward, but he has all kinds of room to run. He is taken down near the NBA 20-yard line. And I think they're going to give him the 21-yard line, so an 18-yard run by Ingram. And Ensworth is just picking up huge chunks of yardage here on this first drive.
Tackle made by Maxwell
22 yards last week.
First down. Ensworth Tigers.
To Baylor. He's picking up right where he left off last week, and Ensworth so far so good on the ground. They haven't really need to go to the air for that first pass.
4 receivers set, first and 10 at the NBA 21. Moore throws left side, has a man open. It's Page, and Page falls down right at the out-of-bounds line near the 10-yard line. And that's going to be what looks like another first down. Depending on where they spot it, it may be first and goal. I think it will be right about just inside the 10.
But John, so far, an impressive first drive from Ensworth. They just
First down,
show some yardage every
Tigers.
play. They got a first and goal now right from about the 10-yard line here.
Moore out of the gun, Ingram the tailback, 3 receivers set, and he is going to be wrapped up and dropped in the backfield. That time Coleman Roddy came on a run blitz, and he got there, and he dropped him for a loss.
And Coleman Roddy getting the starting nod tonight for the first time. He closed out that game
Coleman Roddy
really
on the
well last
tackle.
week. Got a
It'll be
huge sack,
second
a
down.
huge tackle late in that ball game against NUS to seal that win. And here in the starting job tonight at outside linebacker, that time coming on the run blitz and having a huge tackle for a 4-yard loss there.
Second and 13 now. Levi Moore out of the gun for the Tigers. Hands off to Ingram. Ingram is going to be tackled about the 10, so a good tackle up there. One of the big linebackers for NBA got him. Looked like Gaw may have had a hand as well.
Yeah, Gaw initially couldn't quite wrap up Ingram in that first tackle, but stayed with him and then was able to bring it down from behind.
Third down and goal.
And about a 2-yard gain from Ingram. It's still third and goal from the 11 here. This is a big play for NBA if they can get the stop here.
Moore looks to throw, does not look off his receiver, throws it in the end zone, pass is incomplete. Well, he stared down, I believe that's Turrentine, that entire play, and it is incomplete. It's going to bring up a 4th down, so NBA's defense, really that sack by Coleman Roddy, kind of energized this Big Red defense. Now they're going to force a field goal here.
Yeah, and Ensworth's special teams has been one of their weaknesses this season. They've had multiple extra points either blocked or just completely missed. Their kicker last week missed a couple, Hayden Horn. He's on the left hash mark, and this is not an automatic 28-yarder for Ensworth right here.
Good Good snap. The hold looks good, and it is incomplete. I think MBA may have gotten a hand on it. Mike, you were all over that one. I'm not sure if MBA got a hand on it or if that was just a wounded duck, but
I don't know, but it did not come off his foot well, and it didn't even get to the back of the end zone. It was well short on a 28-yarder, so I can't imagine we'll see Ensworth trying to kick too many more field goals if that's going to be the end result. But that's a great job by NBA on that defensive stand. After pretty much getting gashed down the field, Coleman Rodney with a huge run blitz, 4-yard tackle for loss. And then Daniel Goff, another big tackle. And then a third down play, and Foster Edwards come up the middle of a blitz and forced a quick pass. And NBA will take over, still 0-0 game from their own 20-yard line.
Early momentum shift. Marcel Reed brings the offense out here, 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line. He'll look to throw. Throws short, has it to Banks at the 25. Banks is going to be dropped at the 27 here on the near sideline. That's going to be a 7-yard gain on 1st down, as there was enough cushion there for Banks to reel that one in.
Yeah, quick out to Banks there, and an early pitching catch for about a 7-yard gain. A few times players have been slipping on this turf already. It's a natural grass field. Grass looks to be in really good shape, but I think it's a little bit damp right now, John. The sun did not come out all day, and I've noticed a few guys so far are losing some footage early in this ballgame.
2nd and 2. They'll give him the 28-yard line. Reed under center. Patrick Wilk the tailback. And Wilk gets the call. Picks his way forward. He's going to be slung down. He may have got near the 1st down. Of course, remember Wilk last week went over 200 yards, but between him and Red Hales, Mike, MBA turned out 351 yards on the ground.
Yeah, the 1-2 punch of Wilk and Hales. Wilk so far 361 yards rushing on the season, 4 touchdowns, averages nearly 12.5 yards a carry, 180 yards per game. But the Red Hales, he's gone for 269, 7.7 yards per carry, 3 touchdowns, and he's averaging 134 yards per game. This kind of shades of 2007. We had E.J. Vinsang and Christian Waddy both went for 1,000 yards in the season at tailback for the Big Red.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. 2 receiver set, high snap, and Reed's going to keep. Reed is going to be taken down at the 35-yard line that time. Good job by Reed. He's a taller quarterback, so nice to see him reel in that high snap. Gets about 5 on the keeper.
Yeah, nice.
Tackled by Braylon Morris.
Good first down, get 5 yards on the design quarterback keeper. But again, it'd be nice if NBA can get this ground game established early. Again, it's been Wilk and Hale so far have had a great season to start, but if they can start gashing this Ensworth team, then that'd be a really good sign for tonight.
7:58 left here in the 1st quarter. No score yet between these teams. Each team has had a drive. Ensworth drove down to about the 10-yard line, just inside the 10, and their drive ended with a missed field goal. Now NBA with a 2nd and 5 there on 35. Reed out of the gun. Looks to throw. Throws left. Beautiful pass. It's caught by Brunetti. Brunetti dancing a little bit, trying to get some extra yardage. May have bought him another one. And he is going to be taken out of bounds with 1st down yardage at the Tiger 41-yard line.
Marcel Reed's pass is complete.
That time just going across the field to Brunetti. Caught the ball right back the 1st down marker. Made a move and picked up another couple yards in that play. Finally being forced down by Charles Ingram and Andre Turntime. But NBA moving the chains again as they've got it out now to their 41-yard line. So NBA establishing a little bit of momentum themselves on offense.
Reed. Wilk the tailback. 2 receiver set. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Handoff. There's Wilk. Wilk trying to find some room, and he is going to be ushered backwards rudely. They maybe got a yard, maybe got back to the sticks on that play.
Wilk on the carry, tackle made by Andre Turntine and Trey Gray.
And Philip Gray came in there and stuck right last
2nd down and 10 for NBA.
A whole lot that Wilk can do.
40-yard line. Boy, nice play call that time. The pressure sucked in right in the middle, and Reed just dumped it right over their heads.
Yeah, great play call, taking advantage of an over-anxious front from Ensworth who came on an all-out blitz
and
there.
It'll be a 1st down.
Marcel just backpedaled up and just dumped right over the line, right to Patrick Wilk, who does a nice job of receiving out of the backfield. That time he was able to take it upfield and all the way down into Ensworth territory to the 41-yard line. So fresh set of downs for the Big Reds. We ticked to 6 minutes left in the 1st quarter. Nothing game, John, but NBA driving right here.
Mike Cantrell is with us tonight. We're going to visit with him shortly. But right now, 1st and 10, Big Red in the Tiger side of the field for 41. Reed hands off to Hales. Hales to the short side, and he is going to be swallowed up. Hey, Mike, we're a little bit late getting down to you, but what did you hear in that pregame locker room as far as how NBA was approaching this game tonight?
Red Hales on the carry.
Mike Cantrell, are you there?
Tackle made by
We'll go back to Mike here in a minute.
It'll be
Coming up on under 6 minutes to go in this first quarter. 2nd down and 11 after Hales was tackled behind the line. That time they tried the short side sweep, and Ensworth was having nothing of it. So it'll be a 2nd down. They're going to give him a 2-yard loss back to the 43. Reed will empty the backfield. 2 wide to each side here. Drops to throw. Heaves it, and it is incomplete. Threw into double coverage that time for the tight end, Zach Herbstreit, and he was not able to catch up to it. And that quickly, MBA now with a 3rd and 12 coming up here.
Zach Herbstreit is
Marcel's trying to feed a pass in there.
It'll bring up the 3rd down and 11.
Just out of the reach of all 3 of those players there. Let's quick start 11 here for MBA. But you're not quite 4-down territory. You're still outside the Ensworth 40, but well in field goal range. So we'll see what they do here. Now, I think if you can pick up 6 or 7 yards, you can maybe think about going for it on here and 4th down.
3rd and 12. Reed out of the gun. 2 receivers to his right. Red Hales the tailback. Reed to throw. Has time. Going deep. Middle of the field looking for Brunetti. It hangs up a little bit. It is incomplete. And Brunetti asking for maybe a little bit of pushing and shoving, but he's not going to get the call.
Yeah, Brunetti about the 15-yard line looked like he had knocked off his route. He was off balance for a little bit.
Number 16, Lucian.
By the time he was able to pick his speed back up, he was, a good 10 yards away from that ball.
On the defense.
Like you said, he was
4th down and 11.
He was telling the official, but I'm looking for something there. But it's a heavily penalized Ensworth team that hasn't been penalized tonight in this ballgame. This may be one of these games where they let us play.
I think we may have gotten one there, though. As Ensworth was not set. No, they're going to get a timeout, so they'll get bailed out there, but I did see a flag come out. Ensworth with a timeout, and we're going to take it. Be back right after this on the MBA Football Network.
In the South, we've perfected the art of connection. In fact, we can make an instant connection with simple things. A guitar and microphone, a great meal, a Friday night football game. So when First Bank enhanced our digital banking connection, we created it from our banking model to be accessible, direct, and personal. Silicon Valley knows apps, but we've learned a thing or two about connection. Get a great mobile banking app with the real connection of community banking. First Bank, member FDIC.
This is Ken Huff of the Washington Redskins, and you're listening to Montgomery Bell Academy Football.
Welcome back to Ensworth High School, Tiger Nation as they call it around here, high atop the press box with John and Mike tonight, and we're experiencing a little bit of difficulties technically, and we're trying to work some of those out right now. Please bear with us here throughout the evening. If you're listening to us in stadium, you're hearing us on real time on our low transmitter at 99.3. Back to John and Mike.
NBA set to punt here, 4th and 12 with the Tiger 43. Ryan Schmotke back to kick it away, and he gets it off. Nice high punt. It's going to be fair caught at about the 8-yard line, where it's going to be a 1st down and 10 as Turrentine takes it, and it's going to be 1st down and 10 for the Tigers. Well, they looked impressive on that first drive, running the football and throwing the football, but MBA was able to tighten the defense up about the 10-yard line, force them into a field goal, which Mike told you that's been an adventure for them this year, and they missed it, and that's kind of where we stand now. 4:42 to go in this first quarter, no score from either side yet.
Both offenses kind of loosened up the defense a little bit in that first drive, but no points to show for either team.
3 receiver set. Levi Moore works out of the gun. 1st and 10 Ensworth at their own 8. Hand off to Ingram. Ingram trying to get outside where there's some room. And no, that's Turrentine. And Turrentine, that depends on where they knock him out of bounds. And check that. That is Charles Ingram. Charles Ingram. He finally got out far enough to where NBA was a little thin on defense. And he may have an injured player, too.
That'll be a 1st down. Ensworth Tigers.
Looks like they're going to make the cornerback, Nas Cook, head off the field. One of the officials. I'm not sure. Maybe it's an equipment issue.
Yeah, I thought I saw Bo Wilbanks get blocked from behind to seal off that edge for Ingram, but nothing came out right there, and it allowed for Ingram to pop free and get a nice gain on that 1st down run.
Moore. Short pass out in the flat on the screen to Turrentine. Turrentine trying to make somebody miss. And he's not going to get much there as MBA had that defense very well for a short gain.
looks like number 56, Mason Skeeters. Nice job coming from the defensive line spot to go all the way outside the hash marks, close to the sideline.
Mason Skeeters
Make
on the tackle.
that tackle on Turrentine.
It'll be
nice
a second down
hustle play.
Tigers.
Yeah, Skeeters got playing nose tackle, making that tackle out on the edge.
Moore throws right side pass off the hands of Turrentine
Moore's passes.
as he almost pegged him with it. Had a little bit, maybe too much on it, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down and 9.
And John, this Ensworth team's not afraid to throw the football around. They haven't had a lot of success throwing it downfield. Most of their yardage this season has come on these quick screens, bubble screens, things like that. Trying to get the ball out of Moore's hands early, or trying to set that screen up so he's got some blockers there. But anytime they try to go downfield, they've been successful so far this season.
3rd and 9, Ensworth. Moore with an empty backfield. Facing some pressure, gets it away. Pass is caught by Page, and Page is going to be dropped with 1st down yardage on the far sideline.
Levi Moore's
All the way up across the 40-yard line to about the 42.
You got Payne Daniel in the game at corner, a sophomore for the Big Red. He was on coverage.
tackle made by Bo Wilbanks. That is a 1st down.
It's going to move the chains.
Ensworth Tigers.
42-yard line.
Levi Moore, 3 receivers set on 1st down. Moore, he's going to run with it. MBA came with a run blitz, and it did not pay off. And now Moore's got all kinds of yardage. Maxwell Battle's the only one that can get him at about the 20, and Moore is going to take it to the house. MBA came with a lot of run pressure that time. Moore danced around it, and there was nobody home once he got past the front.
Touchdown.
You'll notice MBA's had the fingers in the right spots tonight, but they just haven't been able to make the tackles. I mean, that time, one of 4 or 5 players could have brought Levi Moore down for a minimal gain at best, but instead he just shook free with 58 yards for the touchdown, and that's something the NBA's got to clean up. They've got to clean up that tackling on the front 7, or it's going to be a long night.
Extra point attempt is good. 3:21 left in the 1st quarter. Ensworth strikes first, 7-0. We'll take the timeout. Back after this on the NBA Football Network.
Bell Academy is a school where boys are taught the value of leadership and character, are equipped with fundamental tools to succeed in the classroom and beyond, develop an appreciation for the effort required to achieve excellence, and form friendships that last a lifetime. Join us for Admission Preview Day, October 25th. If MBA has been on your radar, this is a very important day you don't want to miss. Learn more at montgomerybell.edu.
Montgomery Bell Academy Football in stereo. On Hippie Radio 94.5.
Welcome back to Daily Stadium, high atop the press box. Ensworth 7, Big Red 0, 3:21 left. Back to John and Mike.
Thanks, Chris. So Ensworth, big run from the quarterback Levi Moore as he took it from about midfield all the way in. And now Ensworth is on top here with 3:21 to go in the 3rd, and MBA in a position here where they need an answer offensively. Put together a decent drive, but it stalled at the Tiger 43, so they'll get a second chance here. Rhett Hales to return this from the 3, comes up to the 10, up to the 15, and he is going to be swarmed under before he gets to the 20-yard line. And it'll be 1st down and 10, and now Marcel Reed will bring the offense back out here down 7.
Yeah, let's see what this NBA offense can do. I feel like they need to answer this touchdown pretty quickly. No, Ensworth had 2 drives. They've gone downfield to the 9.
It'll be a 1st down.
And then they had a touchdown drive. So far, Ensworth's offense is pumping all cylinders right now. So NBA's got to find a way to not score quickly on this drive, but just score quickly, to answer them. They just got to find a way to get a drive going and, not wait 3 drives to put some points on the scoreboard. Because Ensworth right now is looking like they're going to score some more points this game pretty quickly.
Right. It looks like it may have to be a track beat unless the NBA defense can figure him out here. Reed, hand off to Wilk. Wilk to the outside. It's got the 20. Still going 25-30, 35-40, open field, 45, midfield. He's at the 40. He's got a man behind him that's going to maybe get there and drag him down all the way to the 20-yard line. He is taken down at the Tigers' 16-yard line, and there is a flag way back at the 30-yard line.
I feel like that flag was not there.
There is a flag on the play.
Earlier on that run, I looked back for a flag and didn't see anything.
Block.
That's going to call. That's unbelievable.
Call is holding against MBA.
Block in the back against MBA. Give me a break.
Unbelievable. That's a tough break and a good hard run by Wilk. Completely swung the field in the NBA's favor. So he took that handoff all the way down inside the 20-yard line. I don't think Coach Uvard is super happy about that right now.
Hey, Mike Cantrell, can you hear us down there?
Let's see if he turns on here, guys. I don't know if he's trying or not. It looks like he's trying, but we're not getting him, it looks like.
So it's going to take it all the way back to the 17-yard line. Well, that's killer.
It'll be a first down, 8 yards to go for MBA.
So they got 2-yard gain out of it. First down and 8, MBA all the way back at their 20-yard line. So tons of real estate lost there. Hand off to Hales. Hales is going to be stopped by Turrentine after maybe a gain of about 4.
Tacker made by number 2, Andre Turrentine.
Turrentine right there to make the stop. NBA's got a second down coming up here. They're going to give him 3 yards on first down. It'll be second down at 5 of the 23.
Yeah, really the only good thing about that penalty it's not going to be first and 20. It was first and 8. Is that penalty was downfield, that 10-yard mark off. But still, it was a tough break as Wilk had taken that ball from about the 20 to the 20.
And now the head official is heading over to the...
It looks like the down marker's jamming up on him a little bit.
Yeah, they're still having some issues. There we go. There's the second down. You know, sometimes you've been around this game a long time and you just got to go over and take care of things yourself, and the head official did that. But I'm not feeling real charitable because I'm still not happy about that blocking the back penalty cost NBA lots and lots of field position. Reed out of the gun. Throw and pass is caught to Hales. Short of the first down. Well, it depends on the spot.
Pass is complete.
It looked like he was short, but we'll see. I think they may give it to him.
Red Hales on the reception.
That Hales lined up in the slot.
Number 2.
He's trying to hit a quick hitter. Just right past the line of scrimmage.
Enough for a first down for NBA.
He's going to have enough, John. You just got right to that first down marker. And NBA will move the chains again. Minute 30 left here in the first quarter. 7-0 Ensworth lead right now.
First and 10 NBA at the 27-yard line. Reed hands off to Hales. Hales with open field, outside 50 to the 40. And he's going to be taken out of bounds at about the 42, 43-yard line. Well, some of the NBA fans not happy on the far side. I don't know if there was a late hit there. As he went out of bounds.
I don't think there was. The defender kind of riding him out close to that sideline, but didn't really give him that last little shove. But Hales really utilizing that speed, had to kind of bow out and lose a couple yards to gain the rest of that yardage, but he came around that end, got the angle, and picked up another first down for the Big Red all the way out to the 41.
1:10 left here in this first quarter. 7-0 Tigers with the lead. NBA driving. Marcel Reed under center, 2 receivers set. Hales the tailback. Reed rolls to his right. Now looks to come back the other way. Throws, and it is one hop to his receiver, the tailback Hales. And that'll bring up a second down and 10.
And a well-defended play by Ensworth is they were just trying to slip Hales out to the left side as Marcel rolled to his right side, just hoping he'd be wide open on the play. He actually had a defender there that was close enough. Marcel felt pressure and kind of spread out too far with his base to make that accurate throw, and one hopped his receiver. We're looking at a 2nd and 10 here.
Mike, did we hear you down there?
I think so, yes. That was a boot throwback, so they were trying to boot one way and throw it back the other way, and he didn't get enough air on it.
Thank you, Mike. 2nd and 10. Reed flushed out of the pocket. tight-roping the sideline. Now he's going to come back the other way at the 45. He's got midfield. He slides down about a yard short of the first down. And it'll be a 3rd and 1 at midfield.
Yeah, I'm fine with him sliding, but I'm not fine with he was close to that first down marker.
Right.
I think if he just goes one more yard or two, he has. But instead, they're going to mark him when he's holding the ball, not where his feet were. And so instead of being a 3rd and maybe 1, he's got a 3rd and 3, maybe 3rd and 4.
And this may be the last play of this first quarter. About 30 seconds left, 3rd down, and actually, yeah. Like I told you, 3rd and 3. I thought he was closer than that.
Yeah, I mean, the marker, he slid. His feet were close to the first down marker, but the ball was, obviously where he is, where he's holding it. The feet first slide.
3rd down and 3 from the 48. Reed to throw. Steps up, heaves it, and it is incomplete. And it's going to be a 4th down here, 4th and 3.
Pass is incomplete.
And I couldn't tell if they're trying to go to Herbstreit short
Zach
or Bernetti long.
on the route.
I think Herbstreit on the short
Jay
route
Morris
tipped that ball a little bit.
Deflection.
And did just enough to throw Bernetti off. And that pass fell incomplete. And then you go back to that last 3rd down run, that 2nd down run. And if Marcel had just gone that extra yardage, he gets that 1st down. Instead, he slid and was a couple yards short, 3 yards short. Now MBA's going to have to punt it away here on 4th and 3.
Schmotke. Oh, nice high punt. Deep spiral. Drives Turrentine back to about the 6. Turrentine to the 10. Up to the 15 to the 20. Still going. Now they're going to say he was out of bounds to end the first quarter at about the 26-yard line of MBA. So Ensworth 7, MBA nothing. That's it for the first quarter. Back after this on the MBA Football Network.
This is Hart Weatherford at Farmington Mortgage. Interest rates are the lowest they've been in a long time, which makes now the best time to get the ball rolling on refinancing your home mortgage. Perhaps consolidating your home equity line or credit card debt, or maybe you're buying a new house. We get so many referrals from area realtors. Contact me, Hart Weatherford at Farmington Mortgage, and let me run some numbers for you. 615-642-4278. Together, we'll get it done.
Hart Weatherford at Farmington Mortgage, a division of Capstar Bank. Success is measured in many ways. Take real estate, for example. When it comes to buying or selling your home, it's a big deal, and you want a realtor with a track record of success. The agents at Frederick & Clark Realty have that record. Agents especially like Trish Woolwine, Courtney Cooper Genrath, and Whit Clark. They all have an MBA connection. Frederick & Clark Realty has the highest average sales per agent of any realty company in Middle Tennessee. Buying or selling your home? Call Trish Woolwine, Courtney Cooper Genrath, or Whit Clark at Frederick & Clark Realty.
The official home of Montgomery Bell Academy Football. Hippie Radio 94.5.
MBA Radio Network is interactive. You can give us your shout-outs or salutations right there and reception reports. We'd love to find out who you are and where you are at mbaradio@comcast.net. Back to John and Mike.
Tigers with a 1st and 10 from the 28-yard line here to open up this second quarter. Moore, play action fake, throwing deep right side. Pass is incomplete. Just a little bit overthrown, intended for Toby Wilt. And the 7-0 Tigers here. 2nd down and 10 coming up here.
Ensworth only had 10 players in the field.
It'll be a 2nd down and 10 for the Tigers.
Number 15, Zayden Moore, tried to come on quickly, then came right back off. And they ran that play with 10 guys. And nice job by Maxwell Battle. Run stride for stride there and knocked that pass away.
He would have been offside.
Still off.
Yeah, I mean, he literally ran about the 40-yard line and bowed right back out, right by the official.
I don't know. 2nd and 10. Handoff Ingram, and Ingram is swallowed up in the backfield. There was some initial pressure there for MBA that almost stacked him up, Mike, and they finished him off.
Well, again, Coleman Roddy came that left side on the run play. As soon as that handoff got there, Roddy was right there to blow that play up. And even though he probably won't be officially credited with that full tackle, he was the one that really blew that play up.
For the Tigers.
Now Ensworth will think 3rd and 14 here from their own 24-yard line. This is going to be a huge play here if NBA can make this stop. But they've got to wrap up and they got to tackle. Look for maybe a little screen pass here and see if their athletes can do the rest.
Moore back to throw over the middle. Pass is incomplete. Intended for Wilt. Now, I think they're going to say he caught it, but he's going to be down short of the 1st down at the 35-yard line.
Yeah, he definitely dropped that one.
Okay, it was incomplete, so it's 4th and 14. Big stop there by that NBA defense. The offense really not able to get a ton of rhythm on that last drive. The defense came up and made a play, and now NBA might chance to get really good field position here.
Yeah, and they're able to put Ensworth in a 3rd and 1 situation. and forced Ensworth to make a pass there, and Ensworth, that pass fell incomplete. Nice job of that NBA defense.
High snap for Horn. He goes back into the end zone to get it. Now he's just running with it. He tries to kick it. The ball's loose. MBA falls on it. And that is a touchdown by the Big Red. Boy, a high snap. And the putter comes up like holding his stomach. MBA eventually fell on it in the end zone, and they're on the board.
That's Zane Thompson, the sophomore tailback coming in with special teams. And falling to that football for the touchdown, John. It was a high snap, and Horton was able to pick it up on the bounce in the end zone. But instead of trying to get off a quick punt, he tried to run with it, and then just flat out dropped it, or maybe had it blocked in the end zone. And Zane fell on it. And then all of a sudden, NBA has a chance to tie this game up here with a Bulgarino extra point.
Wow. Zane Thompson said, hey, look what I found. Bulgarino to tie it up. Looks good from here, and it is. We are tied. 11-17 left. Big special teams play by the Big Red. Back after this on the NBA Football Network.
Martin and Zerfoss believes that insurance is the foundation upon which businesses and families build their futures. For over 40 years, Martin and Zerfoss has worked with companies and individuals to build comprehensive coverage packages. Home, auto, life, health, disability, long-term care, all types of commercial, builder's risk, workers' comp, you name it. Whatever type of insurance you need, call Martin and Zerfoss. Online at martinzerfoss.com.
Thank you for helping.
Hi, this is James Bone Crusher Smith, former heavyweight champion of the world, and you are listening to Montgomery Bell Academy Football.
Thank you, Bone Crusher. 11:17 to go in the second quarter. Don't forget, the admissions office at MBA's got some good news coming up for you. Make sure you keep listening throughout the broadcast. We'll let you know what it is. Right now, 7-7, all tied up here at Ensworth High School. Back to John and Mike.
This is a kickoff for NBA.
NBA looked like a short kickoff here. One of the upbacks takes it from the 31-yard line. He's going to be wrapped up just a little bit short there at the 34-yard line there. As NBA changed it up there, that looks like
Ren Jacobs.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, Ren the junior backup place kicker, but been working on his kind of little directional kickoffs there, and I think right now they don't want to kick it deep to Turrentine. If they can't get it into the end zone for a touchback, then they got to find a way to not kick it to him. So go with the directional kick, and Ensworth will actually start from their own 36-yard line on their next drive.
Levi Moore hands off to the tailback. Ingram trying to get outside, breaks a tackle, and he gets out to the 40, and he is going to be wrapped up by a host of NBA defenders up at about the 43-yard line. So a good run that time from Ingram. If NBA can just get enough personnel to the edge, though, they should be able to start wrapping him up.
Yeah, they haven't had any success just one-on-one open field tackles so far. So like you said, NBA's got to get multiple bodies there.
Tackle, second down, Tigers.
Mark Smith checked that on the carry. The backup tailback for Ensworth. He got 7. Second down and 3. Levi Moore out of the gun, 4-receiver set. Hand off to Smith. Smith again at midfield into NBA territory down at the 46-yard line. So Tigers are taking advantage of that kind of short field there. And now in NBA territory already after 2 plays.
Smith got rushed for 57 yards last week against Baylor. His first game against CPA had a costly fumble near the goal line that went for a defensive touchdown for CPA. So he could be prone to putting the ball on the carpet here if he doesn't hold it.
Mark Smith again. And Smith is going to be wrapped up this time as he crosses the 45 down to about the 43-yard line.
And Ensworth's going quickly. And I had some success when Briarcrest that first week, when Briarcrest was just that quick pace offense. Ensworth's taking a page out of that book right now.
And NBA is going to call a timeout on defense. We're actually, I heard Coach Chauvin say, tell Marty to call timeout. So for one of the few times in my career here at NBA, I knew the timeout was coming. So,
it's a good year.
We should set the stage. We're up top tonight on top of the press box. We're up here next to the NBA coaches. So
looks like we're on the air now, I think.
A little bit of a different vantage point for us, but we'll reset things for you here. 10:01 left here in the second quarter. NBA 7, Ensworth 7. NBA recovered a muffed punt in the end zone for a touchdown. Zane Thompson with it. to tie this thing up, as the Tigers got a big run from their quarterback Levi Moore to go ahead 7-0. And where we stand now, Ensworth has a 2nd and 6 at the MBA 43 coming out of this timeout.
I believe we got our issue fixed, guys. We're on here on Hippie Radio. Yes. Looks like we had an issue with live stream. They had their site down, and we've got that rectified. Everything's okay now.
So it wasn't Barry McAllister?
No, I was checking on that several times, and
a little bit of a wry grin from Barry. I don't know was that or not.
No, we're no longer on air.
We'll find out. Yeah. 2nd down and 6. Hand off again to Smith. The tailback breaks the tackle, and he's going to get a first down. They had him for about a 2-yard gain, and he just, again, he's a smaller guy. He spun out of it. He picks up a first down.
If you're just tuning in, the concerning thing defensively from MBA is just
that's enough for a first down.
Number of missed tackles this ball game. They've had players to the ball all night long, but they cannot bring these Ensworth ball carriers down right now.
Moore, quarterback keeper. Flag from the side, Judge. Moore gets up to the 30-yard line. That's a gain of about 4.
And I think that's the first flag against Ensworth tonight. That's a team that has been heavily penalized their first 2 games. They finally threw one along the sideline.
Yeah, illegal shift against Ensworth. And so that'll back him up.
That's good.
5 yards.
Drive killers, John. We always say penalties are drive killers.
So it'll be 1st and 15 back at the 39. 9:37 left here in this second quarter. Moore, he's going to keep. He's got some open field. Has the 30. Has the 25 to the 20. Makes a move to the 15. He's taken down, I believe, inside the 10. It depends on the spot.
Yeah, they're gonna flag Ensworth downfield. It's gonna be first down. I think they're gonna get Jacob Page deep downfield with a hold. And again, it should still be a first down, but it should, instead of the ball being inside the 10, it should be around the 20-yard line here.
Yep, they're going to say blocking the back downfield.
At least these flags are starting to come out now on this drive, which is nice to see.
So they're going to spot the ball at the 20-yard line. So they took about 9-10 yards of field position away with the penalty, but still 1st and 10 for the Tigers at the MBA 20, threatening to score again here in a 7-7 game, 9:21 to go in the first half. Levi Moore out of the gun, 2 receivers to his left, 2 to his right. Turrentine in motion. Going to hand off Turrentine on the sweep, and MBA is there, and he is going to be wrapped up and taken down.
Turrentine on the carry.
And again, Ensworth right now, their worst enemy has been special teams. They drove down to the 9-yard line their first drive. Then had a chip shot field goal to start the game and couldn't even get to the goalpost. And then bad snap on a punt in the end zone. NBA was able to recover it and get the touchdown. So again, we're not necessarily expecting Ensworth to kick too many field goals, or at least attempt too many field goals in this game. I mean, again, maybe another chip shot effort, but I think once they get down in this territory, it's 4-down territory for them.
2nd and 9. Moore out of the gun. Hands off inside to Ingram. And Ingram is going to be swallowed up. Swallowed up there. And that was Foster Edwards on the stop, the linebacker for the Big Red. And now a big 3rd down coming up here.
And nice job by the senior linebacker Edwards. He just stayed with Ingram and just rode him down finally for a minimal gain on the play.
Made by Foster Edwards.
Ensworth now sitting on a 3rd and about 8. Maybe 9 from their from the NBA 19-yard line.
3rd down, 8 to go for the Tigers.
3rd and call it 8. Levi Moore out of the gun. Looks to throw. Throws to fade left side, and he overthrows it by a lot. That was a good 5 yards out of bounds. And now it's 4th down here, Mike, and they're not going to kick a field goal at the 19 after what we saw earlier. Unless they...
But maybe we'll see. We'll see.
Maybe they have a freshman out there they have some faith in. I don't know.
But again, you do want Levi Moore throwing it downfield. That's where he has not been accurate this season. And that time he tried to hit the fade route, and that ball was well overthrown on the play. So 4th and 9 here. And again, like we said, they're going to go for it here, 4-down territory. And this could be another big stop if NBA can make a play here.
4th and 9. Moore out of the gun. Looks left. Now comes back over the middle of the field. Pass is caught. and that'll be enough for a first.
Pass is complete.
It'll be a 1st and goal.
And if you need a guy to get that first down, you look for turn time, and that time
Andre
he just sat
Turrentine on the reception.
about the 8-yard line and just sat there and anchored down in the soft spot in the zone.
For a first down,
And Moore had plenty of time to make that pass and deliver the first down play to his receiver Turrentine, and ends with the 1st and goal here.
Quarterback keeper Levi Moore, and he gets into the arms of Dan Gaw, and he is wrapped up for not much there. Ooh.
Daniel Gaw on the tackle.
Ooh, somebody screaming
Tigers.
bloody murder into the crowd mic there.
Oh, that was Chris, is it?
Wow. Somebody check on that person, please.
No, it's not me, and somebody does need to check on them. You're absolutely right about that.
2nd down and 9, Tigers. Levi Moore looks left, throws left, pass is caught. It's going to be down at the 1.
That was a well-delivered ball by Moore.
Is complete to Jacob Page.
His receiver, Jacob Page, going an out route, made a sliding catch and caught the ball just in front of the goal line. But it's going to be a 3rd and goal from
3rd down.
about the 1 here.
For the Tigers.
You know, Ensworth last week got stuffed on 3 straight run plays against Baylor. So if MBA can get that penetration, make that play, they can get a stop here.
3rd and goal at the 1. And what do we have here?
There's a flag, John.
Flag from the back judge.
It's in the corner, though. Even a substitution infraction looks like on NBA. That's not going to give Ensworth a whole lot of yardage. NBA's going to check in one of the bigger body linebackers, Matthew Fox, in on the goal line. Defensive situation here.
3rd and goal, Ensworth at the 1, trying to break open the 7-7 tie. Moore out of the gun. He's going to keep to the right side, and he is going to be tackled near the goal line, and he does not get in. It's 4th down, and he may have lost a yard or half a yard at least.
Yeah, I don't know why they go wide there. Just, you know, they're going at a shotgun on the half-yard line.
And Foster Edwards.
The big bodies, they should be able to get half-yard running, up the gut. But instead, they try to stretch the play out and let everybody penetrate
the Tigers.
Penetrate through, and Levi Moore's going to be like inches short. And they're definitely going to go for it here on 4th down and goal from inside the 1.
And the Tigers are going to take a timeout to talk about it. With a 4th down here, 5:51 to go in the first half. We'll take it as well. Back after this on the NBA Football Network.
7-7, 5:51 left before the half. Back to John and Mike.
Well, big play coming up here. It's 4th and goal, Ensworth. 7-7 ball game here. 5:51 to go, 2nd quarter. NBA trying to keep the Tigers out of the end zone, get the ball back. Game still tied at 7. Levi Moore out of the gun. 4 receivers set. Handoff. Tailback breaks free. Ingram into the end zone for the touchdown. Boy, they had him for a second wrapped up in the backfield, and they just could not bring him down. Ingram showing some strength right there, just pushes through.
It's just going to get the story defensively. It's just missed tackles. You had a defender there. You had Ingram hit in the backfield. Out of the end zone, wasn't going to be a touchdown, and he just kept grinding and spun free and fell in the end zone. And it's just, if NBA could find a way to just be a little more sure-handed in the tackling, it'd still be a 7-7 game.
Horn on for the extra point. Flag, though, from the side judge. They're going to say offsides against NBA? Yeah, offsides against NBA. Let's see if Coach Batten and the Tigers keep the extra point team on the field. They will, I think. They've looked good on extra points, Mike. I'll give them that.
Yeah, he's been right down the middle.
I don't know if that's that great of an endorsement, but we'll see.
That could be an all-time jinx right here if he hooks this one.
And he right down the middle and off the natatorium. So 14-7, Tigers back on top, 5:46 to go, second quarter. We'll take a timeout back after this on the NBA Football Network.
I would like to know.
If I knew, I would probably not be here.
It's the strangest thing this year, isn't it?
I'm kidding. I would.
Can we just skip it and start? Can we start January tomorrow?
For NBA,
I might spend my 8 to 5 on the beach if I knew. Rhett Hales from the 10 to the 15, short kickoff 20. He's got the 25 straight ahead to the 30, and he is taken down up at about the 33-yard line. Nice return straight ahead from Rhett Hales. And NBA now down 14-7, 5:41 to go.
Yeah, NBA offensively, they're moving the ball, but drives are stalling out right now. Their lone 7 points came on recovering a bad snap on a punt in the end zone.
It'll be a first
But they've had some good runs. Marcel's delivered a couple passes, but again, they just can't find a way to keep their drives alive right now. This could be a good big drive right now. 5:41 left in the half, down 7. Just time to establish the offense a little bit. They got to give their defense a break because their defense has been on the field for a long time. So let's see if Marcel Reed can produce a little magic here and get some points.
Reed to throw on first down. Takes the short route to Banks, and Banks unable to reel it in.
Marcel Reed's pass
Incomplete. And it'll be a second down and 10.
You got to wall the 3. If the 3 goes down, then you wall the freaking 3 coming back in.
Passes were intended for Sam Banks.
And that's going to be
on the coverage.
2 yards.
Second down and 10.
Incomplete, second down and 10.
By the time Banks' little out route just couldn't quite haul it in. And yeah, big game for Banks. He was at Ensworth, then transferred into MBA, so he's got some good relationships with these Ensworth players as well. But at the same time, when you change schools, you want to have a big game against your old school. And let's see if he can hit a big play tonight in this game.
Second down and 10, Marcel Reed. Hands off to Wilk. Wilk lowers his shoulder, drives forward. Paralleling the hash marks, gets up to about the 39-yard line. That'll be about 4 yards short of the first.
A nice good second down gain
Patrick Wilk on the carry
of 6, maybe 7 by Patrick Wilk. Gives NBA a 3rd and short here.
Second down.
They're near their 40-yard line. NBA has, again, had no problem getting the ball out near midfield in that area. But this is the player here, 3rd and 3. Let's see if they can convert this short 3rd and 3. They've had a little trouble tonight. Let's see if they can keep this drive alive here.
I formation for the Big Red. Now Wilk is going to motion out at wideout. 3rd and 3. Handoff to the fullback, and he's not going to get it. He's going to be dropped after about a yard. And you don't want to have to kick it back here, but this is a precarious spot to maybe try to go for it at your own 40.
And Zane Thompson, who had the recovery for the touchdown there. They just trying to slip it to him quickly.
1 yard to go.
And NBA's going to go for it here. We may see a hard count. We may see a little shift hard count where they hard shift to the other side of the field. Let's see if they can draw Ensworth offsides right here.
Reed under center. They go for the hard count. Ensworth stays at home. Down to 4 on the play clock. And NBA is going to burn a timeout. They'll have 1 left. 4:10 to go. Down 7. Back after this on the NBA Football.
7. Want to remind you also that MBA admissions got a really big time coming up for you guys. If you got MBA on your radar, make sure you keep listening. Back to John and Mike.
4th and 1. Reed under center. Drives for it. Straight ahead. I think he's going to pick it up based on where both linemen are coming in. Both line judges are coming in. I think he just got enough.
I don't know how officials make that call. It's just hard to. I mean, we've got a bird's eye view of Marcel Reed, and I instantly lost him in that pile. I didn't know if he got pushed back or if he drove forward.
The Big Red.
I saw a body kind of go back a little bit, but fortunately it was not Marcel's. It was a good thing he got in there and got the first down. NBA with fresh set of downs here.
See a humanity right there, and somehow Reed got just enough. 1st and 10. Reed out of the gun. 2 receivers left side. Wilk is the tailback. He's going to fake it to Wilk and drop to throw. Has Banks. Banks goes up, makes the catch. And he's going to be very close to a first down. He came back a little bit at the tail end of the catch. They're going to move the chains. It'll be a 1st and 10 into Tiger territory at the 46.
This will come back around.
Jacob Page on the tackle. It'll be a first
just
down.
kind of off the route. Nice pass from Marcel Reed to a senior receiver to about the 46-yard line of Ensworth. And as soon as Banks hauled it in, got tackled pretty much on the spot. But NBA will get another set of downs here. And a very promising looking drive so far. 3.5 minutes left. NBA down 14-7.
Reed looking deep. Throws, has a man. That's caught for a first down. Brunetti to the 30, and Brunetti will slide down at the 25-yard line. That's a 21-yard catch and run by Lucien Brunetti.
Nice little post corner out by Brunetti.
Brunetti on the reception.
And Marcel Reed had plenty of time. Great protection from his line. And by the time Brunetti got out of that break, he was wide open. Reed delivered the pass. NBA now down to the Ensworth 25-yard line. About 3 minutes left here in half.
Reed under center. Rhett Hales now in at tailback. Hand off Hales. Hales going to take it right to the short side. Going to dive into a couple defenders. He's going to be taken down just inside the 20 at about the 19. So that's exactly what you need. A 6-yard gain on first down from Rhett Hales.
And there were definitely 9 Ensworth defenders in the box there. Just daring NBA to run. And NBA went right side with Hales, and Hales got a nice first down gain of about 6. Now NBA is in the red zone to the 19. No timeouts left, but still 2.5 minutes left on this clock. Plenty of time still. No real sense of urgency. But, hopefully we'll get in the end zone here on this drive.
Reed out of the gun, second down and 4. Looks to throw. Flushed out of the pocket, waits for it, throws it. It's caught, and that is 6! Boy, what a throw on the far side. And Hales, I believe, is the one that went up and got it. A little trickery that time as Reed literally held the football enough to pull the defender off, and he throws a strike, extra point away from tying it up.
And he had the linebacker Bryce Edmondson that was running with Hales into the end zone, but he had an NBA receiver slipping off about the 10-yard line. It looked like Marcel was going to go to that receiver, so Edmondson came off of Hales, went towards that receiver, and off his back foot, Marcel Reed just flipped one right over Edmondson's head, right into the arms of Rhett Hales, and we got ourselves a tie football game.
11 seconds to go in the second
We'll take the timeout, tied at 14, back after this on the NBA Football Network.
Montgomery Bell Academy Football in stereo. On Hippie Radio 94.5.
NBA football. Video streamed worldwide in high definition. Just go to montgomerybell.edu/streaming media. Back to John and Mike.
Ridden Jacobs with the short kick. It's going to be taken by Turrentine. Turrentine breaking some tackles, and he's going to give Ensworth great field position, but I think there was a hard hit on the far side of the field. That whole NBA sideline just about started to get a little excited.
Especially when it happens right there on the NBA side. And stuff like that just gets your team fired up.
Oh, there we go. So
Jacobs, the kicker.
Nice.
Mike Cantrell was all over that one.
40-yard line.
And Wren, he's built solid. He's 5'10", 165, but he's built solidly to the ground. And he hit Turrentine hard on that play on the sideline.
Levi Moore is going to keep on the carry to the 45 to midfield. And one play and the Tigers into NBA territory down at the 47-yard line. Under 2 minutes to go, tied at 14. One timeout left.
First down
for Ensworth here.
Tigers.
Again, Levi Moore has had a really solid game tonight, and he's been really good on the ground as well. And he's not going down on the first tackle tonight. NBA, again, has got to find ways to get to him early, wrap him up, bring a sea of defenders there, and limit his big plays.
Moore back to throw. Middle of the field pass incomplete. Intended for Page. Foster Edwards was going to clean him up, but it's incomplete. Intended for Wilt.
That's twice now Wilt has come across the middle with a pass right in his hands. That's twice now where he's not been able to haul it in. So it's going to stop the clock for Ensworth, but it's going to be 2nd and 10 now from the big red 47-yard line. But again, special teams have been the issue for Ensworth tonight. They missed a chip shot field goal on that first drive. So, they may try field goal if they have to then in this half, but they're probably looking for nothing but end zone right here.
Quarterback keeper, Moore, tries to get outside, and he is going to be wrapped up inside the 45-yard line. That'll continue to move the clock. 1:26 and counting. It's going to be a 3rd down and about 7.
And now, do you really hurry up here? You get 3rd down. If you don't convert, it's 4th down. And
It'll be 3rd down, 7 to go for the Tigers.
You'll still be around the 45-yard line of NBA, and you don't want to give NBA back the ball with any time. NBA doesn't have any timeouts left. So right now, Coach Batten is taking his time, and I think that's a smart thing. You either score on this drive or you don't give NBA the ball back with any time at all. But they may have to burn their 3rd timeout. There's only 7 seconds left here on the play clock, John. They take a little bit too long to get that play in.
Yeah, down to 2. Yeah, he calls it with 2 seconds left, and he may have been ready for that the whole time. Yeah. I think that was orchestrated by Rock Bet. He knows a thing or two about football, and that's an understatement. Great coach here for the Ensworth Tigers. With 47 seconds left, Chris, you want to keep it here since we'll be going into the halftime show. We'll keep it here. So tied at 14, 3rd and 8 coming up at the 45-yard line for the Tigers here. With 47 seconds left, you have to figure: do you get conservative here, kind of see what you can get on the ground, or do you put it up in the air?
I get conservative. I would probably run it here. If you get the first down, spike it, and then get aggressive. But if you get stopped for 4th and 4, 4th and 5 or more, then I'll probably just let that clock run out, or maybe just snap it with no time left, see if I can throw a bomb in the end zone for the last play of the half. I think Coach Matt probably feels pretty good about where his team is right now. Even though it's a tie game, he's got to feel pretty good about his offense. They're moving the ball pretty well. But at the same time, you got to feel really good where MBA is. It's a 14-14 game, and it could have been a lot worse. And I feel like they're just starting to get a little momentum going on that sideline. And again, if you can figure out defensively in this game, you should be able to turn this around here in the second half.
Bunch formation to receivers to the right. Moore is going to keep. Moore is going to be taken down. He's hard to tackle. He's going to be taken down for a loss back at the 45. NBA can't stop the clock, but it's going to bring up a 4th down. And I think Coach Batten,
he may let
they don't have to run another play because the play clock's at 30, game clock at 28, so 2-second difference.
And Bix Beavers again getting in there, and he just held on tight to Levi Moore's foot. And that allowed for NBA to get a few more defenders there and bring them down. So, we may see this Hail Mary situation here in the last play of the half. One thing you can do is try to draw a defensive penalty on a pass interference, but I don't think Ensworth's got it together quick enough. I mean, there's only 5 seconds left, and they're still trying to line up. But NBA is playing it really tight right now.
They did not get the play off in time. And it's going to be a sack. Oh, that was a decleater. A decleater up there for Gabe Fisher.
Man, that was a hard hit.
Wow.
I see Gabe Fisher and then a sophomore. One of these talented sophomore players, John. That time, NBA was still pretty young close line of scrimmage. And Coach Chauvin, the defense coordinator, going, get him back. Unfortunately, Fisher's able to get in there quickly and bring more down for the sack right at halftime. And we got a tie game, John, 14-14.
Yeah, and Levi Moore's not going to forget that hit anytime soon. We'll take a timeout. Back after this on the NBA Football Network.
That last a lifetime. Join us for Admission Preview Day, October 25th. If MBA has been on your radar, this is a very important day you don't want to miss. Learn more at montgomerybell.edu.
Montgomery Bell Academy Football in stereo. On Hippie Radio 94.5.
Welcome back to Ensworth High School. It's Ensworth and MBA tonight, 14 all, and we're getting ready to start the third quarter. Over to Mike Martin.
Well, thank you, Chris. And we'll go over the stat picture kind of throughout the early part of the third quarter. We'll what's your name? John Merrick. I'm going to call you Chris. Only 19 years together.
That's all good.
Yeah.
It's all good. Hey, Norton set to kick it off for the Tigers. Game tied at 14. He's going to kick it deep. Rhett Hales is going to let this one go into the end zone. He'll take the fair catch there. And Mike's got some stats for us, so we'll get Mike Cantrell in a minute, too.
Kick is down in the end zone.
The 14-14 score at halftime. Quick team stats.
20-yard line.
Ensworth ran 24 total plays, 146 yards. Actually, that was NBA. Ensworth was 34 total plays, 184 yards. Ensworth 22 carries, 138 yards on the ground, 46 passing. NBA 12 carries for 58 yards, 88 through the air. For the Big Red, Patrick Wilk 22 yards on the ground, Rhett Hales 20 on the ground. Marcel Reed 7 of 12 passing for 88 yards and a touchdown. And that touchdown going to Rhett Hales. Again, he had 2 for 24 in the reception department. Lucian Brunetti went 2 for 27 receiving as well.
Empty backfield for Reed. He's going to fake the end around, though, and he is going to be taken down as he took it straight ahead for just a couple. Turrentine with the tackle for Ensworth.
Tackle made by Trey Gray.
And then offensively for Ensworth, Levi Moore, the quarterback, had 9 carries, 78 yards and a touchdown.
Second down and 9 for
6 for
NBA.
57 and a touchdown, and Moore was 5 of 12 passing for 46 yards. Jacob Page had 3 of those catches for 34 yards. Andre Turrentine had the other 2 for 12.
So it'll be a second down and 8 from the 22-yard line here, opening possession of the second half. Game tied at 14. NBA with the football here at the 22-yard line, their own 22. Marcel Reed again with an empty backfield. 4 receiver look. One of them's the tailback, Patrick Wilk. He comes in motion. Going to fake the handoff to him. Reed rolls to his right, throws, and the pass is incomplete. as he just had to go down a little too bit. His momentum took away from the football. Let's go down to Mike Cantrell real quick and get some thoughts on what we heard at halftime.
Number 3, Zach Riccadelli.
Hey, John, thank you so much. I can't hear you too well, but I tell you what, the halftime was pretty clinical. The biggest concern, obviously not on this side of the ball, but on the other side of the ball, making sure we tackle well and get 11 hats to the football. So as far as everything else, it's more about execution at this point, and then making sure that we're wrapping up on that first point of contact.
Thanks, Mike. 3rd down and 8 coming up here. Reed drops to throw. Facing side pressure from the side, steps away from it, throws it, and one hops it to his receiver, Sam Banks. And so MBA is going to be quickly going 3 and out here on this first drive of the second half.
You think our guys looking to go through the air a couple times on that drive, and Marcel just a little bit off his passes, threw behind a couple receivers those last couple of plays. And now Schmacke's going to drop back pretty deep.
Punting for MBA will be number 38, Ryan Schmacke.
Dangerous. Andre Turrentine standing at his own 45.
Andre Turrentine.
High snap, and he had to work to get it off. It's going to take a bounce, a little bit of an NBA bounce. And they are going to roll it down at the 49-yard line. So the Tigers will start just a yard into NBA territory. The official's nice and moves it back to midfield, so it's a game of inches, and there you go. But it's going to be 1st and 10 at midfield for the Tigers. NBA, Mike, offensively, 3 and out there, couple of passes as Reed was kind of flushed out of the pocket there, so we'll see where the defense comes up here.
And now Gabe Fisher had the sacked in the half, is getting the start in the second half, and just on that last punt play, he was finishing off his man as that ball was rolling dead. I like how he played. A lot of spark for a sophomore.
Levi Moore hands off to Smith. Smith ran into his own man, and he pays for it, as they're going to give him the 48-yard line. And Gaw there on the stop.
Made by number 42, Bix Beavers.
And Bix Beavers for NBA.
Bix Beavers had a really nice second quarter as well, making some big tackles, and he's picking up where he left off here. Just a short 2-yard gain for Ensworth on their first play.
2nd and 8, Levi Moore out of the gun. Hands off to Ingram, and Ingram is smacked right at the line of scrimmage. That's going to be a loss of about 2. It's going to be 3rd and 10.
Number 29, Bo
Wilbanks, and you have Foster Edwards. All 3 of those guys got to the ball quickly. We talked about what Mike Cantrell said was getting 11 hats to the football. Had 3 right there in the backfield. There was nothing Ensworth could do on that run, and it's going to be a 3rd and 10 right at midfield for the Tigers.
Moore works out of the gun, 4 receivers set. Ingram's the tailback here, 3rd and 10. Moore to throw. Steps up, goes deep, has a man down there. It's incomplete. The receiver turned on the speed there, got past the defense, but it's going to be incomplete. It's going to bring up a 4th down from midfield. Let's see what they do here.
That time they tried to hit the receiver Page streaking on the right side. That ball overshot him by a good 5 yards on the plays. You had 2 NBA defenders around the ball as well. And it looks like Ensworth right now is lining up to go for it here on 4th and 10, but they very well could just, quick kick this one here as NBA doesn't have anybody back.
4th and 10. Tigers look like they may go for it. Yeah, and there's the quick kick, and it was almost blocked. It's going to bounce at the 25, taken by one of the secondary members.
Cole Allen.
Cole Allen
returns punts anyway.
He knows how to do that.
Catches the quick kick from
There's the advantage there. NBA will start with a 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line. So both defenses obviously made some adjustments at halftime, Mike.
Yeah, I thought Foster Edwards that time almost got a hand on that little quick kick from Levi Moore, but it wasn't struck really well by Moore. And NBA will have pretty good field position at their only 24-yard line. Avoided getting pinned deep. And let's see now on the second drive of the half what Marcel Reed can do. A little Marcel magic time, John.
It's got to be. Tied at 14. Reed, short side of the field. Going to hand off. There's Wilt. Takes it to the 30, across the 35, and they're going to give him the 36-yard line. So that's a 12-yard gain from Patrick Wilk on 1st down. Move the chains.
That time Wilk had a really nice hole left side between his tight end and his tackle, and he bumped it back outside and picked up a really nice 1st down on that run all the way out to the Big Red 36-yard line.
And Reed gets the play from the sideline. He'll set up in the gun here. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line. 2 receivers to his right. Reed looks to run, and he is going to be swallowed under. He's going to lose about a yard on that play as Ensworth was ready for that one.
Somebody did the wrong thing. It was a little high snap, and then Marcel held the ball to his right side, and the tailback went to the left side behind Reed, so there's nobody there. Saw that fake.
2nd down and 11.
And that play blew up pretty quickly, and Ensworth was able to see that it was all Marcel only in that backfield, and they went right for him and brought him down for about a 2-yard loss on the play.
2nd and 12, 2 receivers to the right, Banks and Brunetti. Reed out of the gun. Takes the handoff, now drops to throw. Has time, waiting for somebody to come open. Throws at the last second, and the pass is incomplete, intended for Banks. And now a 3rd down and 12 coming up.
Marcel Reed's
Banks flashed open about 10 yards downfield at the last second, and Marcel Reed fit that pass right there in that window.
It was going
to be a really tough catch for Banks. It hit his fingertips, but he couldn't quite haul it in.
Assisted by Charles Ingram.
And now 3rd and about 12 here.
3rd down and 11.
Had a good pocket there, had time to throw, just didn't really see anybody open enough.
Yeah, they ran on a similar kind of play. They ran that post corner out to Brunetti, which he was wide open on that play. Let's see if they run him here and try to get him open for 1st down.
3rd down and 12. Reed drops to throw, facing pressure. Now he's going to roll out of it. He may have enough. No, he's going to run out of bounds. If he had been able to turn it up and go for the sticks, he might have been able to pick it up. But
what a nice move, though, to get around that guy that's coming at him. He was right at it.
I thought he had that corner for a second, and he had a couple blockers there and had it walled off. But he just ran out of real estate on the right side there. And MBA, again, is going to have to punt this one away. Coach Batten is not happy, yelling at one of his special teams coaches. And that's really been the disaster for Ensworth this year. Has been special teams. We've seen it tonight. We've seen all 3 of their games this season. We had to burn an early timeout, not having the right personnel there.
Yeah, that was good stuff. So we'll keep it here.
Yeah, and that's something you can hear the head coach shouting, and when you don't have as many fans, you can hear him plain as day.
I definitely heard it. You can't do that.
Come on, Coach, you can't do that. And I love Coach Batten. He's such a nice guy. He coached in MBA for a while. He was a head coach at BGA, and now head coach at Ensworth. That's really class act. But he was not happy.
No, he was not. But give him credit. I certainly didn't hear any bad language. You gotta love that. We try to do the same here on the broadcast, and we succeed usually. Schmotke with a nice high punt. It's going to drive Turrentine back to about the 30. Boy, and he had to dive and catch the football there. There was about 5 white shirts. Had he dropped that would have been there to pick it up. But nonetheless, it's going to be 1st down and 10 Tigers from the 30-yard line, game tied at 14.
Schmotke has been getting some great hang time in his punts this season. And again, we can put it up high enough to where Turrentine has to fair catch it, then you're doing your job. And so Ensworth is going to take over now on their 2nd drive of the half from their own 30, 14-14 game, Johnny. 19 left here in the 3rd quarter. And here comes Ensworth.
Levi Moore. Quick throw out in the flat to Turrentine. Turrentine breaks a tackle, breaks another, stays in bounds, and he is going to go up to about the 41-yard line. Good instincts that time. Turrentine, he could have gone out of bounds, taken about a 7-8 yard gain, and he stayed with it, picked up the 1st down.
It's just like he greases up his jersey. He did that last week against Baylor, where he caught a little screen pass early part of that game and had 3 defenders there and just emerged for the long 76-yard touchdown. He just finds a way to just get out of tackles. He's not necessarily a big player, but he just breaks out of tackles.
Hand off to Ingram, and Ingram is walloped by Coleman Roddy and Foster Edwards for a loss on the play.
Those 2 middle linebackers are making some nice plays tonight, and Coleman Roddy has been coming to play. He's hitting hard. He's one guy that hasn't had a hard time wrapping bodies up.
It will be 2nd down and 11 for the Tigers.
A loss of about 1.5 yards. Call it 2nd down. Call it 2nd and 11. Levi Moore out of the gun. 3 receivers set. Moore is going to keep. Following his blockers, he's going to be brought down, although he's driven forward as he gets up across the 45 up to about the 47. That's Gabe Fisher on the stop, making the 46.
We talk about Fisher. He's just another one of those sophomores for NBA that gets playing time. That's a really exciting bunch, John. You know, we don't have that many sophomores that are getting, good productive playing time in a varsity level for MBA, but it's going to be a special bunch for a few years.
3rd and 5 from the 46. 3 receiver set. Levi Moore out of the gun. Moore looks left, facing pressure, throws it up. It's a jump ball. It is thrown out of bounds. Coleman Roddy, and also that was 29, Bo Wilbanks with a nice hit on the quarterback, and it's going to be 4th down.
Yeah, this NBA defense is really getting after him here in the second half, and that time, Forrest Miller just throwing up in the air, one-on-one coverage, and Payne Daniel there against Toby Will. You notice that we haven't really seen Nas Cook at all. He went out early in this ball game, and I haven't seen him since. And that's their top cover corner, but Payne Daniel did a nice job there in coverage.
Ensworth is going to go for it on 4th and 5. Moore throws downfield, and the pass is caught by Page.
Moore's pass is complete.
So obviously either they don't like the punter or they don't have enough respect for the Big Red defense. And they go for it on 4th and 5 at midfield and get it down inside the 45-yard line of the 43 of MBA. First and 10. Handoff inside to Ingram. And Ingram is going to drive forward inside the 40 down to the 39, maybe the 38. That's going to be about a 5-yard gain on first down.
And this front 7 now is a lot more difficult for Ensworth to get big yardage. Still 5-yard gain a first down, but they're now having to earn every single yard there. As Ingram was able to get inside the 40 to about the 38, and giving Ensworth a 2nd and 5 here.
Quarterback's going to keep facing a couple of white shirts. He's going to go down. He's going to lose a couple on the play back to the 41-yard line as MBA was there. Foster Edwards again with the stop.
And Foster Edwards is the leading tackler heading into tonight. But he's doing a nice job now. He's getting the back real quickly. Gabe Fisher back in the Schmacke. So, again, nice job by this NBA defense forcing a 3rd and long here.
3rd down, Tigers.
3rd down and 9 coming up. Of course, this is going to be 4th down or 4 down territory for the Tigers. Third and 9 here. Quarterback to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. He's going to run. He lowers his head. There was a helmet-to-helmet right there, but no flag. He's going to be about a yard short of the first down of the run.
Good job by Big Beavers, who was just kind of hanging out middle of the field, just waiting for Levi Moore to tuck that one and go. And he was able to force that Levi Moore back to the middle of the field and allow for a couple other defenders to get there. And Moore was about 2 yards short of the first down marker, but Ensworth will go for it again here on 4th and 2.
Moore out of the gun, and NBA goes on the hard count. Of course, I'm getting greedy here, but you could have gotten a little taunt there on 74.
You definitely could have. You clapped right in NBA's face.
Yeah.
And one of the guys that jumped.
But those calls aren't made here.
The refs are letting him play tonight, I've noticed. There have been very few flags, which I don't mind.
Are you sure?
So they get the first down via the penalty. 1st and 10 now at the Big Red 29-yard line. 4:20 and counting. Game tied at 14 here in the 3rd. Straight ahead, quarterback keeper. And he's going to drive inside the 25.
Levi Moore
close to a first down.
Tackle made by Cole Allen.
Allen makes the stop for the Big Red.
I'm just waiting for this Big Red defense to come up with a big turnover here.
2nd down, 5 to go.
Stop this drive.
Tigers.
See if someone like Coleman Roddy or somebody get that backfield quickly and make a big play here.
Moore out of the gun. 4 receivers set for him here. 2nd down and about 5. He's going to keep. He's going to be dropped inside the 20. He's going to be real close to the sticks. I think they may mark him a yard short.
Yeah, they're going to mark him right at that 20-yard line.
At the 19-yard line by MBA.
He's going to be about a yard short, John. He's got to get to the 19.
It'll be a 3rd down and 1.
3rd and 1 from the 21-yard line. Moore out of the gun. 3 receivers to his left. He's going to pitch it left side to Ingram. Ingram tries to get outside. He's got it. And he's got the first down at about the 14-yard line.
Charles Ingram on the carry.
Sometimes that little kind of underhand
first
pitch.
Down, Tigers.
Running back out of shotgun. And Ingram had the lane there. Was able to easily pick up that first down. Take it down to the Big Red 14-yard line. 3:05 left in the 3rd, John. Still 14-14 in this game.
It's been a heck of a ball game.
Success is measured in
Moore hands off on the end around. That's Turrentine. Turrentine is going to be undercut by Allen. Allen thought the ball came out. They're going to say he was down, though. Nice tackle by Cole Allen, though.
Yeah, ball's down. They ripped it out late.
Andre Turrentine on the carry.
We know this is a replay. Might as well just go for it.
Yeah.
You may fool one person.
And you can look at the coaching staff next to us too. If they're not complaining,
Yeah.
They probably saw it too. We don't normally have this vantage point, so we're trying to take advantage of them and hope they don't think we're staring at them. 2nd and 6 from the 10. Pass left side. Boy, what a tackle! Boy, what a tackle on the far side, Mike.
Payne Daniel, the sophomore cornerback, read that little screen pass, got there, beat the blocker, and got a huge tackle for a loss on the play.
Made by number 47, Foster Edwards.
They're going to credit Foster Edwards on the loudspeaker, but it was definitely Payne Daniel, number 37. So the loudspeaker's right above us.
Yeah, it's right. It's right in front of us. It makes our head vibrate every time he speaks. Little pain from Payne Daniel. That was beautiful. 3rd and 10 from the 15-yard line. Moore.
Bad snap.
Bad snap. Did NBA pick it up?
Yeah.
This looks like
There's
NBA's football. Come on, just give me the signal.
Yep.
There we go. NBA football.
That turnover we did right there.
You called for it in the drive, and you are.
I'm sorry, but that was the most reluctant NBA ball from the official I've ever seen.
Yeah, on turnovers like that, it takes so long for them to signal. It's agonizing at times.
It was like only half effort. It was like instead of how they normally point with their hand, it was like half of it.
That time, Ensworth again had a shotgun, and that ball, I don't think he ever got out of the center's middle of his legs. He snapped it right to his midsection area, and NBA jumped all over that football.
Marcel Reed on first down, hands it to Hales. Outside, it's got a first down. Still going up near the 30-yard line. Mike, that is a perfect example of a bend but don't break defense. Yeah. Gave up a lot of yardage, but they kept them off the scoreboard and got the ball back for the offense.
And again, when you're not really feeling the threat of a field goal attempt, they're thinking probably 4 down territory most of this field.
Right.
You can bend, and as long as you make that play when you need to make that play, then you're not going to give them any points. That time they got the fumble they needed. But again, Payne Daniel set that play up, and that really great tackle on the play before to set Ensworth up for that 3rd and long play.
1st and 10 from the 29. Reed from the gun. Throw right side. Pass is caught by Banks. Banks steps out of bounds near the first down marker. Let's go down to Mike Cantrell real quick.
Pass is complete to Sam Banks.
Mike was missing Payne Daniel. Payne came off the sideline after that series, and let's just say he lost his supper on the sideline. So nothing like a sophomore in a big game and have a little butterflies in his stomach.
Going on video of that, though, which is good.
Thank goodness. That could have been us for getting the equipment up here on top of the press box before the game.
I'm glad we don't have the video.
But we survived and we persevered.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
2nd and 2. Handoff right side. There's Hales. Bounces it outside. It's got the first down. Didn't see it inside, so he took it outside mid-run and picks it up for the Big Red.
I thought he was going to hit that hole, then he just spotted it. He spotted, I think it may have been Edmondson coming in to plug it, and he broke it outside.
First down for NBA.
And Hales is going to move the chains again. NBA's got it now out to their own 42-yard line, 40 seconds and counting in the 3rd quarter. And nobody scored this quarter, John. Still 14-14.
It looked like we were going to have a track meet in that first half, really, and defenses have settled down in the second half. 1st and 10 NBA at the 42. This may be the last play of the 3rd quarter. Turrentine came up on a run blitz, and there was nobody there to pick him up, and he's going to hit Wilk in the backfield for a loss in the play on what's going to be the last play of this 3rd quarter. So we're going to have 12 minutes left to play and a 14-14 ball game. It's anyone's game. We'll take the timeout. Well, I'll let it hit zeros. There we go. Back after this on the NBA Football Network.
Success is measured.
Ensworth trying to pick up their first win of the season. NBA trying to push their record to 3-0 with a tough game next week in Brentwood coming up. But lots and lots and lots of work to do here. 2nd and 11 from the 41 as Marcel Reed works out of the gun. 3 receivers to his left. Herb Street, the tight end, in motion right to left. Throw. Brunetti's got it. Brunetti's got midfield. He's got the first down into Tiger territory. He's still going. Breaks out of a tackle. He's at the 20. He's at the 10. And he is gone. Touchdown, Big Red. Boy, what a spin move. At about 10 yards into the route as he spun his way out of a tackle, and he was shot out of a cannon after that.
He turned on the afterburner.
59-yard touchdown reception by Lucian Brunetti, who got lost in a sea of defenders, like you said, John, spun free, and then he had to outrun a defensive lineman. And I'm going to put my money on Lucian Brunetti 10 out of 10 times on that one, and I'm going to win 10 out of 10 times. And that is a huge, huge touchdown play for this Big Red team, taking their first lead of the ball game, 20-14. It looks like Ensworth's got cramping up on their own 40-yard line.
You know, the thing you love about plays like that is it's just effort. It's just sheer will and effort where he pulls away and it turns a 10, maybe a 15-yard play into a touchdown run.
Yeah.
It was beautiful. So we've got some cramps. One of the players has some cramps. We don't have cramps in the booth, but it looks like he's going to be okay. He's actually walking off pretty good shape there for the Tigers. MBA just waiting to come on for the extra point here from Bulgarino. And Mike Cantrell's got some thoughts on that play, and we'll get it right after the break. And Bulgarino's extra point is good. 11:47 to go, 21-14. NBA on top. Back after this on the NBA Football Network. NBA leads it here 21-14. 61-yard run by Brunetti. After the catch, nice throw from Marcel Reed.
They're trying to kick away from Turrentine, and now Turrentine switching fields. That may just been a little decoy. Switch where they go. And he's going to switch back. We'll see. It's just a little chess game right now.
Kicks it high.
Nobody's
and
going to
short.
catch that, John.
It's live ball. NBA may pick it up. It's loose. It's anybody's football. Let's wait and see who's got it.
NBA saying they've got it. Ensworth saying they've got it. Cole Allen had his hands on the football first.
NBA's got it, John. Oh, yeah. NBA has the football inside the Tiger 40-yard line. What an unbelievable play.
Browning Trainer. And just to set that play up, John, you had Rim Jacobs, who's come on to do the directional kickoffs. Looked like he was going to kick it right, and he went and kind of played the football. Turn time went to the other side of the field. So when Jacobs switched, and Jacobs went back and kicked it back to the right side and kicked it right in the dead spot where nobody was. Cole Allen got his hands on the football first as he overran the football, but NBA had some defenders there, and Browning Trainer fell on the football. And that's again, special teams disaster for Ensworth. The NBA is going to be the beneficiary, and they're going to be the benefactor, and Marcel Reed's going to come out here up 7 in this ballgame.
And how about Ren Jacobs? First time we've seen him kick this year, and he did not lose his cool there.
Yeah, well, he's practicing something NBA doesn't have, and that's how you find ways to get on the field.
And off to Wilk. Wilk's got some room, lowers his head, driving for the sticks. He's going to be very close to a first down, depending on the spot.
And a touchdown on this drive can go a long way. It can really just take all the wind out of Ensworth's sails. Ensworth in a game that they probably think they should be winning right now. They're down 7, and then NBA recovers the directional kickoff. And NBA's got a chance to go up 2 scores in this fourth quarter.
Second and a short one from the 28. Marcel Reed under center here. Wilk's the deep tailback. This might be a keeper. Nope, it's going to be Wilk. Straight ahead, dives into the pile. He'll have the first down as he gets up to the 25-yard line. A gain of 3. It'll be first down for the Big Red.
First down for NBA.
Just keep it on the ground, keep pounding away, play ball control, clock control, and rely on your 2 tailbacks that have had 2 monster games this season so far. And right now it's the senior Patrick Wilk. And he's ready to keep going.
First down as Reed gets the play from the sideline, brings it back in. He'll work out of the gun. 2 receivers to the short side of the field here. Hand off to Wilk. Wilk tucks it back in, and he's going to be hit for not much here. Let's go down to Mike Canchar real quick. I wanted to get to you, Mike, and I got thrown off by that kickoff that NBA recovered. Tell us about that play. You heard a little bit about it at halftime, Brunetti's touchdown.
Well, I'm not sure Coach Eberhard approved that kickoff, but he definitely, something they've been practicing is a play they scored on. He mentioned it at halftime, saying he thought it was going to be a good play for him, and basically it was wide motion across the formation, and then they took that tight end and kicked out and ran a screen underneath it, and Brunetti did the rest. It was pretty amazing to hear Coach U kind of call that at halftime and say it's going to work, and then it actually did. That's pretty amazing.
So second down and 9 now from the 24. Reed. Hands off to Wilk. Wilk breaks the tackle. Still going. Pinwheels off of a defender. He is inside the 15-yard line. That's going to be another first down for the Big Red.
This NBA team that has a lot of guys just play one side of the ball is starting to really lean heavily on this Ensworth team that has a lot of guys that play both sides.
It'll be first down for
and they
NBA.
got about 9.5 left here in the fourth quarter, and Patrick Wilk looks like he's got some pretty fresh legs right now, and he's tough to bring down. So
the human pinball right there.
I'd keep relying heavy on Patrick Wilk. Let's see if he can get in the end zone and extend this lead.
First and 10 NBA from the Tiger 13-yard line. Reed out of the gun. Hands off to Wilk again. This time Wilk breaks the tackle, falls forward. Boy, he was going to be hit in the backfield for a loss of about 3. He fell forward and made a gainer out of it.
And it's these tired Ensworth arm tackles we're seeing that Wilk is able to spin out of, and it should have been a 4-yard loss on that run left side. Ensworth read it well, had it well defensed, but they just couldn't make the tackle. And Wilk did a great job just getting right back to that line of scrimmage
It'll be second
and
down, time to go.
avoiding a big loss. Actually picked up a yard on the play.
And him getting out of that tackle at least saved 4 yards. Second and 9 at the Ensworth 12. Reed out of the gun. 2 receiver set. Going to fake the handoff. Reed's going to throw for the goal line, and the pass is incomplete. Knocked down by a Tiger defender, and that one could have gone the other way.
Yeah, and that was number 11, Roland McGee Jr. was kind of sitting back there reading Marcel Reed, and Reed was waiting for Herbstreit to pop open and just try to fit that ball in there. It looked like McGee was just baiting Marcel a little bit and stepped in and hit him right in the numbers. It should have been an interception.
It'll be a third down.
But huge play for NBA. I think Coach Uvar may just try to run this one here and settle for a field goal and make it a 10-point ball game.
8:29 to go. NBA up 21-14. Third and 9 at the Ensworth 12-yard line. Rhett Hales is the tailback. Reed under center. Going to fake it. Reed rolls to his right. Looks to throw. Comes back. Has a man open. He lost it. Into the end zone. Sam Banks. The bank is open. Check that, Mike.
Pass is complete to...
Who made the catch, Mike?
I think it was Zach Herbstreit.
Zach Herbstreit.
Pointed that one out in the highlights.
Oh, yeah, we'll take that one out. Sorry if you're listening to home, Herbstreit family. I thought that was a 6, but nonetheless, a gigantic touchdown for the Big Red.
It's just that play where you have Zach Herbstreit just setting up the block, and he just slips out in the corner of the end zone, and he's behind everybody, and Marcel Reed rolls right, sucks everybody in. Beautiful. Just throws it back over the defense and hits Herbstreit in the back corner of the end zone. Herbstreit's going to catch it every time. And NBA now up 14 in this ballgame.
Extra point is up and good, and in my 19th year, I have realized I've got to get binoculars.
8s and 6s.
So, Kirk Herbstreit with the touchdown. See, and I just did it there too. Zach Herbstreit with the touchdown. We'll take the timeout. We'll regroup as NBA leads it here 28-14. Back after this on the NBA Football Network. Gets to it, makes the fair catch, and they'll have a first down at the 34-yard line here, down 28-14.
And the thing I like about that directional kick is I just never feel like whoever receives that football catches it too confidently. Right. Should I call a fair catch? Should I not? Is this my ball? Is this not?
Quarterback maybe gets a couple yards there on the run. He was in the pocket. They flushed him out, and he's able to pick up a couple. But I definitely didn't look smooth there.
And I'm interested to see what Coach Chauvin and how Coach Chauvin said it at halftime in the locker room. Because this NBA team has come out motivated defensively, and that front seven is really flying in the football.
Second and 7. Tigers from their own 37-yard line. Moore steps up, pressure, throws, pass is complete. Boy, some nice moves there as he gets up near the first down marker, and I think they'll give it to him. And that was all effort by Mark Smith, the backup tailback there, to get the first down.
First down, Tigers.
Yeah, Smith, the young sophomore, he's got a little bit of shake in him, and that time he caught the pass out on the flat right side and kind of took advantage of NBA a little bit over-aggressive in pursuit and was able to get the first down for Ensworth.
Moore back to throw, has time, feeds it to Turrentine. Turrentine is still going. He's finally taken down by Battle.
Moore's pass is complete to Andre.
But it's down inside the NBA 35-yard line.
It's been a pretty quiet game for Turrentine. That time he got free. He caught the pass right in front of Battle and then kind of stiff-armed him for another 5 or 6 yards on the play. But for the most part, they kept him out of the end zone, and that's been big because he's good for a touchdown a game.
Moore out of the gun, hands off to Ingram. No, he's going to keep it. The pass is intercepted. It's coming the other way. 30 to the 35. That's Battle to midfield to 40, and he is out of bounds as Moore
Levi Moore felt some pressure, trying to deliver the pass, tipped by Ryan Schmatke. And Maxwell Battle playing a little bit deeper on that play, and that ball went right to him. And he
Ball's run back
worked his way down the sideline before stepping out of bounds.
First down, MBA.
At the Tiger 40-yard line. So MBA now up 14, 7:04 in this ball game, John. So let's just now lean on your backs.
Absolutely.
Burn this clock. Ensworth has only 2 timeouts left. They burned an early timeout on special teams.
And that, gentlemen, is 2 weeks in a row for Mr. Battle.
That's right. You'd like to be able to take 3 or 4 minutes easy off this clock if you can.
Pick up a couple of first downs. Handoff, Hales. Hales is going to be popped down inside the 40, down about the 37-yard line. That's going to be a 3-yard gain.
Red Hales on the carry.
This is where Ensworth, they're going to have to find a way to strip the football here.
Number 72, Dylan
We've got an injured Ensworth player, but so you got to really hold on to the ball, protect it with both arms.
And we'll take a timeout while they attend to the injured Ensworth player back after this on the NBA football.
Hayden Avery at Frederick and Clark Realty.
The game is here. Montgomery Bell Academy Football on Hippie Radio 94.5.
6:44 left. Back to John and Mike.
So on 2nd and 7, Red Hales with the carry, and they strung it out and knocked him out of bounds. So that'll stop the clock with 6:40 to go, and a 3rd down coming up here for MBA.
Tackled by number 44.
You still have
Russell
6:40 left in the 4th quarter, but you kind of hope that Red Hales can at least turn that ball upfield a little bit. They ran out of bounds and stop the clock. And again, at this point, you're up 2 scores. You just want to start getting that clock running. You don't want to run that towards the sidelines and stop that thing if you don't have to.
And 3rd down and 8. It'd be huge if the Big Red can pick up a first down here, leading 28-14, 6:40 to go in the game. Reed with a high snap. He's going to keep. He's got some real estate to work with. He's angling it towards the sticks, and he's got it and out of bounds. Nice run for Marcel Reed. He knew where the sticks were, and he got just enough. That'll stop it with 6.5 left in the ball game. But a first down and 10 for MBA on the 38, and I have to figure they're going to run straight ahead here.
Yeah, and he had once he got through that initial line of scrimmage, he had a one-on-one matchup with Tolio Malone, who's a thick middle linebacker. But again, Marcel Reed's going to beat him to the corner there. He's just faster, and he was able to get by Malone, ran towards that first down marker, and got a big first down for the Big Red.
1st and 10 at the 38. Patrick Wilkes, the deep tailback. Reed under center. Straight ahead, it's Wilk. Now Wilk will bounce it outside. He's got the 25. He's got the 20. He's got the 15, and he's taken out of bounds inside the 15, maybe about the 13. Or you could just score another touchdown.
Let's make a 3-score game. And
that wouldn't hurt. That'd be all right.
It'll be a first down for
just
MBA.
a healthy Patrick Wilk is a fun tailback to watch, and he's looked really good his first 3 games that time. Again, just that burst of speed getting to that corner. He's able to cut it upfield and get another big first down for the Big Red.
6:23 left in the ball game. MBA up 28-14.
Coach Juver is going to call a timeout. They got 5 seconds left here. He may have to call one.
Reed with 2. Nope, they get it off. They hand off to Wilk. Wilk bounces it, tries to drive towards the 10, and he's going to be dropped about the 11-yard line for a gain of maybe 2.
He was ready.
Carry brought down by
got that play in, about 8 seconds left on play clock. I looked over at Coach Juverard, and he had his hand in the T shape, not quite connected, ready to make that timeout call, but he saw that Marcel had the guys ready to go. About 2 seconds left, and they snapped it with 1. Saved the timeout. Got a couple yards, and that clock's now ticking under 6 minutes.
2nd and 8 coming up at the 11-yard line.
And even a field goal, John, that's three scores. 17 points, 3 scores. So you don't necessarily have to get in the end zone here. Just get some points.
Wilk the tailback. Reed under center. Reed to throw, pumps once, still looking. Throws right side into triple coverage. Had a receiver open, but he just didn't see him.
Because all 3 of the defenders went with Herb Street. And Brunetti flashed open.
Pass is incomplete.
Wide open on the kind of the leftish side of the end zone, and he was jumping up and down, doing jumping jacks.
Down, 8 to go for
and Marcel
MBA.
just looked right the whole entire time. If he just darted his eyes back left side, he's got an easy touchdown there. And Coach Shuford probably saw that. He's going to store it, and if he's got to use it later on this ball game, he's going to. But when you got a reliable tight end with good hands, try to feed him the ball.
3rd and 8 at the 11-yard line. And we got a timeout by MBA will take it as well. Back after this on the NBA Football Network. 5:36 to go, 28-14. NBA leads it here in the fourth quarter. 3rd and 8, NBA at the Tiger 11. Marcel Reed under center. Hands off to Wilk. Wilk driving. He's not going to pick up the first down. Does get inside the 10. They're going to take him down about the 7-yard line, and I think NBA is probably going to use as much time as they can and kick a field goal.
Yeah, very comfortable with that play call. Just give it to your rival tailback. See what he can do. And if you can't get in the end zone, bring on Bulgarino and make it a 17-point ball game.
Right now, it's 4th and 5 from the 8. Ball's on the right hash. So this is a 25-yard attempt coming up.
For the Big Red.
This to make it a 31-14 game. Coleman Roddy to hold it. Bulgarino to make it a 3-score game. Good snap, good hold. Kick's got the distance. Looks to me like it's right through the middle, and it is 31-14 as Bulgarino nails it from 25. 31-14 Big Red, 4:47 to go in the game. Back after this on the NBA Football.
4:47 left. Back to John and Mike.
And this game has turned in a big way for the Big Reds. 17 unanswered in this one, in this fourth quarter. And it's 31-14 NBA with 4:47 to go. Now Ren Jacobs comes on to kick it. This time he'll kick it deep. It's going to be Smith from about the 11-yard line up to the 20. Tries to go outside, breaks the tackle, and he is slung down at about the 24-yard line.
Browning Trainer.
36, Browning Trainer.
And again, we've talked about special teams. Think about the difference in special teams. Ensworth missed an early chip shot field goal. Bad snap all the way to the end zone. The NBA recovered for a touchdown. The little directional kick that NBA kicked off that they recovered after they went up 7, that resulted in another touchdown. And then Ensworth just completely abandoning the kicking game as well.
Yeah, every possession is 4 down time for them. 1st and 10 on the 24 for the Tigers. Empty backfield. More to throw. Facing pressure. Throws it up. And it is incomplete, overthrown, and out of bounds. That time pressure right up the middle from Dan Dahl.
Dan Dahl hit it right as Moore was releasing that pass. And Moore couldn't step into that throw. The ball was airmailed. He tried to hit turn time, just streaking down the field left side with Maxwell battling coverage. The ball sailed out of bounds, and it's going to bring a 2nd and 10 up for Ensworth.
Moore out of the gun. 3 receivers to his right, 1 to his left. 2nd and 10. Moore to throw. Throws right side. Pass is incomplete through the hands of Wilt. Incomplete. All of a sudden, it's 3rd and 10.
Yeah, tough game for Wilt. Third drop. He's had 3 balls thrown his way. And he's had 3 slip right through his mitts. And now quickly 3rd and 10 as Ensworth has the ball on their own 24-yard line. 4:33 left in this ball game, and they've got to score 17 to tie this one up.
You can do it!
3rd and 10, Tigers from the 24-yard line. Levi Moore out of the gun. Moore to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. Steps up. Throws on the run. Pass is caught by Page. And that will be enough for the first down, and then a little bit more as he's taken down about the 38-yard line, and that'll move the chains with 4:24 to go.
That's enough for a first down.
Page is a steady, solid receiver tonight. He's got 3 catches in the first half for Ensworth. He's got another 2 or 3 in this half, and he's been pretty reliable every time the ball's come his way.
1st and 10 up at the 38 now. Moore facing a blitz, gets it off to Turrentine. They're just trying to keep him contained, and Turrentine is going to go down, tackled by Cole Allen after a short gain on the play.
And Ensworth 3 receivers set left side, Turrentine the middle receiver, just kind of doing a quick slant underneath. Actually, underneath slant as the receivers cleared out of the way. But Cole Allen was all over that play, and brought Turrentine down for about a 4-yard reception.
2nd and 5 at the 43 now for Ensworth. Miller throws over the middle. Pass is caught. I believe that's Edmondson. Nope, check that. That's Wilt. And Wilt finally reels one in. And he's going to have a first down for the Tigers with 3:36 to go. But again, taking their time, down by 17.
And Wilt lined up the right side, just dragging across the field around that first down marker. And Levi Moore hit him right there for the first down.
Moore back back to throw. Turrentine has it, screen pass at the 50, makes a man miss, makes Battle miss, and Turrentine is taken out of bounds in NBA territory up at the 36-yard line.
Again, if you're Ensworth, you got to find more ways to get Turrentine the ball. And that time,
that's enough for a first down.
Quick hit to the flat left side. You saw again Turrentine just so good at making defenders miss. He spun out of 2 quick tackles and was able to get down about 15 yards downfield before he finally got pushed out of bounds.
Also a guy that's a defensive starter, so he's still got plenty left in the tank. Throw, middle of the field, pass caught. That's Turrentine. He's going to be taken down there by Foster Edwards and Coleman Roddy, and they'll give you that because it's short of the first down, and that'll get the clock under 3 minutes in the game.
Yeah, NBA is just softening up the zone right now, keeping everybody in front right now. I love for Ensworth just to hit these little, quick patterns in the middle of the field.
Moore on 2nd and 3, steps up, he'll run. He's taken down, get maybe just enough for the first down. That'll stop the clock, 2:48 to go, still a 17-point lead for NBA, and that'll be a first down for the Tigers at the 26-yard line.
I feel like they just have 2 really tired teams on the football field right now. Ensworth's got a lot of guys that play 2 ways. NBA's defense has been out there for a long time, and they're coming hard, pinning their ears back along that front.
Moore back to throw, throws for the sideline, pass is incomplete. Good coverage by Battle, nice effort by Page to make try to make the catch. I can't say it, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, Battle's been really just on target tonight as he was locked in on Page, a little one-on-one battle. He made a great break on that little out route, stepped in and knocked that pass away. And Ensworth now at the 2nd and 10.
Clock stopped, 2:31 to go. NBA 31, Ensworth 14. Levi Moore back to pass, facing pressure. Got it to his man, middle of the field. That's 31 on the reception.
Moore's pass is complete.
Drew Bonner.
I'll tell you one thing NBA is doing is they're hitting Levi Moore hard. Every time he delivers the football, he's taking a shot. And he came up, you can tell that one got to him a little bit, but he delivered a nice pass to number 31, Bonner, for another first down.
1st and 10 Tigers from the 11. Moore to throw. Throws. Pass is caught. And that's going to be a touchdown for Ensworth as Page makes the reception, and he takes it the additional 2 yards into the end zone. And so the Tigers now with 2:08 to go, a chance with an extra point here to make this a 10-point game, and of course an onside kick would be coming up.
Yeah, just a 2-receiver set right side. You had Page as the outside receiver, came across a little crossing route underneath the receiver that was inside clearing the way, and nice pass from Moore, and Ensworth now cutting it to an 11-point game with the extra point coming here.
Horn on for the extra point, and he's got the extra point. It's good. 2:08 left in the game. 31-21 NBA. Kickoff coming up back after this on the NBA Football Network. 2:08 left in the game. 31-21 NBA. Ensworth to kick off here.
You got Marcel Reed on the hands team.
What you figure's got to be an onside kick.
You got Willock, you got Riccadelli, you got Marcel Reed, your quarterback. You don't necessarily want your quarterback down that front line, but
no, if he gets it, go down immediately. It bounces, takes a high bounce. Ensworth gets it, and they're going to take possession. Nope, NBA got it back. So whose ball is it?
Are they blowing that dead?
I think it was dead once he caught it.
But nice, well-executed onside kick. I'll take that high bounce. And Turrentine, the athlete from Ensworth, just came and jumped in, high-pointed it, and got it. And now that field goal is huge because it's still a 10-point game. So now, you don't want to give up anything over top, but you also don't want to play so soft that Ensworth scores with about a minute left in this game, or it scores in a minute. There's still 2 timeouts left for the Tigers, but
yeah, you gotta make sure they use up most of this clock too.
Yeah, you got to tackle them
unless you get a turnover.
Inbounds, yeah. Force them to use those timeouts, and don't let them hit a quick hitter right here.
1st and 10 from the NBA 47. Moore to throw, facing pressure, throws off his back foot and one hops it as he is decked by Mason Skeeters. And that'll be a 2nd and 10. That'll stop the clock with 2:03 to go, but Skeeters had a beat on him and put him down.
Yeah, Skeeters and Gaw and Fisher have really been working hard, the front 3, and they've been breaking free and really putting pressure on Moore. It looks like Ensworth Turrentine is slow to come off. He's lined up the wrong side, but the clock has stopped at the incomplete pass.
2nd and 10 from the 47. Moore throws right side. It is caught by Ingram, and he goes down immediately.
Pass complete to Charles Ingram.
Nice stop on the far side, and that's going to bring up a third down. But that's going to run the clock.
Yeah, Bill Wilbanks playing that star position, came in, brought Ingram down in the field of play, and that's going to take some time off the clock.
3rd and 6. Moore to throw. Facing pressure. There's a hold. And they did not call it. Moore goes down. It's going to be 4th down and about 3. How do you not call that? He literally pulled him down.
We both said at the same
right
time.
in front of the official.
The right tackle.
4th down and 3 at the NBA 40-yard line.
Right in front of the official.
I think he tackled Skeeters.
Hello. Okay. Timeout. Timeout Ensworth, a minute and a half to go. We'll keep it here. There's a lot going on. Minute 30 to go. 31-21. NBA's up by 10. 4th and 3 coming up for Ensworth. And pretty simple. This is the game if they don't pick this up.
Absolutely.
So, nonetheless.
Again, I think you got to find a way to get it in the hands of Turrentine. Whether or not you just end around, bring him in motion, get it to him, but just find a way to get it to him in space.
But you can tell in front of us, even he's tired.
Yeah, and I think like early on this game, you maybe keep it in the hands of Moore and see if he can run it. He's got to get 3, but Moore's been hit so many times in the second half. I can't imagine he's got much left in the tank.
4th and 3 on the 40-yard line. This could be the game if NBA can make a stop here. Minute and a half exactly left in the game. 1 timeout left for Ensworth. They're down 10. They've got the ball 4th and 3 at the NBA 40-yard line. If NBA can get this ball back with 1 timeout left for Ensworth, that should be enough. It's going to be an empty backfield. 5 wide receivers, spread formation for the Tigers.
Just keep your eyes on number 2. 2 and 7 have been the big playmakers. What is going on?
And now the officials have stopped play. Took them a while to get things set after the timeout, and now they've stopped play again.
It's 4th down. Because Uverard is talking to the official. I mean, everywhere it says 4th down.
4th and...
Yeah, it's 4th down.
4th and 3 from the 40. And the loudspeaker's going.
Yeah.
4th and 3. Finally going to play it here. Except we're not. Timeout. Coach Uverard will take it as well. Back after this on the NBA Football Network. So NBA takes the timeout. And now coming out of the timeout, I think we'll finally see this play here.
Yeah, I got a great text from Brad Lampley, who's offensive lineman at Tennessee. His son's an offensive lineman at Tennessee, and he said, I don't think anything is holding, but that was holding.
Yeah. Oh, that makes you feel good.
Yeah.
At least he knows his craft, and he saw it as we did. 4th and 3. Quick throw right side, and one hops to the receiver. It's incomplete. First down NBA, and they're going to win it here at Ensworth.
And I think Daniel Gaw came on that blitz, and I think he got enough of that football, but it felt incomplete for Ensworth. And that was a huge, huge play there by Gaw. And that's going to preserve the win for NBA as they're going to take over up 10, minute 24 left, Ensworth with just the 1 timeout. And NBA is going to move to 3-0, and the Tigers to 0-3.
It's never easy here off of Highway 100, but
that's 3 in a row too.
That's 3 in a row, absolutely.
A lot of threes going on.
Yeah. So NBA, there's 1 timeout left for the Tigers with 1:24 to go. NBA can take a knee and move to 3-0 in the season. Reed will take the knee. Does Ensworth take the timeout?
Marcel Reed on the kneel down.
No, I don't think he's going to take the timeout. At least not here. Brentwood Academy next week, Mike.
Yeah, Brentwood Academy was supposed to play Florence, Alabama tonight, and Florence had a small COVID outbreak on their team, so BA
basically with a bye week. To get everybody rested. Under a minute to go.
Don't snap it until
you really can't say enough about the second half of this NBA defense, John. It's 14-14 ball game, and they just found a way to make stops the entire second half. They gave us that late touchdown when they were playing a really soft zone, but that defense took over, made some huge plays, and the NBA's offense did what they needed to do. And the NBA is going to walk out of here 3-0, John.
Outstanding.
Feeling good about it.
Outstanding as NBA wins it. Well, they will in 15 seconds. And it's always good to get this one.
Yeah,
it is always good because it's always such a chore.
Out of the division, but still a game for bragging rights. You want to win, and these two teams showing a lot of respect for each other right now.
That's all. Your final score,
good victory
NBA
this young
31.
season for the Big Red.
Ensworth 21.
Ensworth goes down as NBA wins it 31-21. Boy, they came out with a flourish in the fourth quarter to win it 31-21 and 3-0 on the season. Third in a row, as Mike told you, over the Tigers as well.